I'm Gulo Minasyan. I'm fighting May 13 against Christopher Taco Padilla. I was born in Armenia. At age 3, I believe, my parents moved to Russia, Siberia. When I was growing up until my 20s, then I moved to Moscow, the capital of Russia, and till 2014 I was there. And after that, the life luck get me to the South California. It was something inside me since I remember, I was fighting on the street, back in the days. As I remember myself, since 4-year-old, we've been fighting who's the strongest guy on the street. Someday I saw some karate gym, and I was just wondering what's going on inside, taking the window, trying to understand. The coach saw me, and he came to outside and said, "Hey, you want to train?" I said, "Yeah, I want to train." So that was my first step to the mixed martial arts. As I said, it was more about feel the power and learn how to fight the art way, not just brutal way to punch people, hurt people, not about violence, but it was something inside was drive me, I want to know how to do that. I was passionate about see how the movie with Van Damme, Bruce Lee, all kinds of things. That was something it was the inside. I can't explain. It's just who I am. My first martial arts competing, I was 11 years old. It was, I think, town championship. It's called pancration or hand-to-hand fight or combat sambo. Basically, I was fighting since 11-year-old. 17, I did my first pro fight. I was excited. I won on the second round by guillotine choke, I remember. Yeah, it was submission. I can compare with getting the driver license. You know, when you're driving, learning how to drive, and you're passing the exam and you're getting your driver license, and woohoo, now I can drive by myself. So pretty much was the same feeling. I got it, now I'm pro. So this was excitement, your dream came true. We've been working with Coach Anthony 5 years already on this point. We met here in Ruka at the gym. He was coaching the other UFC athletes, and we started talking, and I came to him and I saw how he's working with the different athletes, and I saw how the guys do his Muay Thai and striking coaching style. It's something, I would say, unique, but he can definitely find your style. Working with you, he can find your style and try to improve it for you specifically. And I got Coach, I want to work with you, so that's how we start. First fight and up next fight I did, it was last year, November. Yeah, I done already 3 shows with them. Since that, for last 5 months, yeah, I fought 3 times. I love to work with these guys, super professional, and you can feel how much they care about little things that people usually don't see. It's there's so much work behind, and promotion. The first priority for them is the athlete needs. That's make me respect that guys and work with them with the joy. I didn't expect for the fighting for the title, because the first call for me wasn't the title, it's journey. My opponent called me out for this fight. It wasn't just these 2 guys who were gonna fight for the belt because they're top of the promotion. No, this guy called me out. Yes, Chris, I'm talking about you. So, and this is the most challenging, competitive, and most important part for me. I saw few his fights. He's good, he's strong, he's skilled athlete. I think it will be a good fight. I hope he will be in the best shape, because that's the thing makes me train harder and harder, and thoughts about I was gonna fight with tough opponent give me more reason to wake up every morning and do my best at the gym. The point is who really want to fight and who will be able to go to push to the edge and stay there. So I'm going to win the fight, right? So it could be any prediction. This is the art and the way I'm representing myself to the world, and I want people see that, and I'm trying to explain and show myself to the people. So thank you everyone for joining my journey.
What's good, guys? I'm Christopher Taco Padilla. I'll be fighting Serob, Gulo, Minasyan May 13th at Commerce Casino. Growing up in Gardena was crazy, man. It was I grew up on 146th Street between Normandy and Halldale. I'm thankful my parents moved us there because when I talked to my mom about like the old Gardena stories and like where we came from in South Central, I was like, man, thank God y'all moved us out here to Gardena, man. It was 5 of us, man. It was I had an older brother, sister, stepbrother, sister, but we grew up basically from when I was born. I remember always seeing them, so they were just my real brother and sister. And I had a younger brother and 2 younger brothers. My dad, can't say he was the best dad, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I feel like he taught me some, what are they, the counter lessons in life, where it's like, you don't want to do this type of lesson. So I kind of knew who I was at my dad. Like when I met knowing my dad, and was like, okay, don't do that, Chris. My mom, strong woman, she always just tell me I'm your mom and dad, basically. I'll be at all your games, I'll be at all your fights, and I'll love you, take care of you. You know, she always gave me both sides of the love. So, and me and my brothers, we used to just scrap. It was just fighting all the time, just over the pettiest things, man. Somebody took somebody's cereal, somebody, you know, sat on somebody's pillow, like just, funny brother stuff, man. And I just feel like I was always really on this journey to fighting, just because me and my brother used to get in a lot of fights, man, and my mom would just get sick of it. So she'd just lace us up with like gym socks on our hands. Bro, we used to just throw hands, and she used to sit by the door with the belt and be like, first one cry, you're gonna get a whooping, basically. So we just like, I remember getting hit in the nose, the lip, the eye, and you just like, the first thing you wanna do is cry, and you're like, oh man, that shit hurt. You look over and you see your mom like just belt on neck, just watching. And I'm like, okay. But those fights, man, that shit used to feel like a 15-minute round. I don't know how long they lasted, but definitely felt like a title fight, man. So what inspired me was really me and my brother and my cousins, we were watching Spike TV, throwback. And when I was a kid, I didn't know what a rerun was. When I popped on the TV, it was Chris Lieben, Terry Martin, and then we sat there, man. They had shorts, MMA gloves, and they were just going, man. And then Chris Lieben was getting destroyed, dude. And then he ended up knocking out Terry Martin. And then me and my cousins all looked at each other, and we were just like, it's time. Every day we'd get home, we'd turn on Spike TV, watch submissions, watch Chuck Liddell knock out Babalu, all that. That was it, man. We started watching it, and then me and my cousins, we'd start keeping each other's record. We're just like, okay, we're 0-0, then we'd grapple, because we can't punch each other. We'd grapple, lock each other into submission, and then we'll make each other tap, and then be like, okay, I'm 1-0. Now I gotta go beat this guy, and then we'd go through each other and just beat each other. I was stuck, man. I accidentally found the flyer, dropping my little brother off, and then I started going to a gym in Gardena called Hard Body Fitness. So at 13, bro, I was training. I just knew as soon as I could compete, man, just put me in there. 16, I started competing. 17, I took my first amateur fight. Ever since then, I've been locked in. This run though, when I say this, people think like talking retirement at 35 is like I'm just gonna be done. No, it's because I know this run I'm about to make, this is gonna be the run. Like, win or lose, like I'm gonna be coming out like just trying to just kill motherfuckers, man. I'm here to take people out. I think that's what's gonna make me deadlier coming into this fight with Gulo. Gulo's not gonna be ready for this. I've watched a lot of Gulo fights. I've had teammates that fought him, so I've seen him already around. So I've always watched him. I've seen that, you know, he's a tough guy. He's willing to push through a fight. He got knockout power, but that's all I really see. I don't really see somebody that's going to be ready for what I'm going to bring. We're going to see when he throw that big punch and it does land, and I don't go back. We're going to see if he still want it. I respect what he brings to the game. I love that he's trying to knock everyone out. He's trying to close the show, but I am too, so I'm gonna get on him. I'm about to get out there and I'm gonna be the perfect one, but I guarantee blood and violence. Whatever it is, whether I take him down, whether I have to kick him to death, whether I have to punch him to death, just expect a lot of violence in it all. And I feel like Up Next understands that. So That's what I'm looking for, man. I'm looking forward to be a great violent champion and an organization that promotes fighters. If I can let my fans know anything, just that I put my heart into this, guys. Like, I'm just gonna work hard every single day. I'm gonna show up and give my heart every single day. They're not ready to give their heart. It's gonna be a bad, 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 bad night for you, Gulo.